YuGiOh card game here. Alright, so the name of the game, YuGiOh, good, bad, or fake.
Alright.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All
so
right.
you're probably going to have to read a lot of these cards because I don't necessarily know what's important and what's not.
Yes. So the first card we're going to start here with is a classic, Monster Reborn.
Oh.
Monster Reborn allows you to target one monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it. How are you thinking? Do you think that's real? Do you think that's fake? Do you think that's good? Do you think that's bad?
Okay, I'm going to talk about some stuff I see. I see down in the corner there, it says first edition.
Right.
Which means this would be an early card, right?
Not necessarily. I think the first edition in cards means like that's the first edition of that card. Not necessarily that it's like...
So that's like the first set it was released in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this is the first edition of Monster Reborn or Blue Eyes or something like that.
Give me... Target one and special summon it. I don't know what special summon
So,
is.
okay. So you have a few different types of summoning. Ritual summoning, which you need a spell card to cast. Fusion summoning, which you need things to put together. You have your normal summoning, which you can do once per turn. Tribute summoning, which counts as a normal summon. But special summoning, you can do as many times in your turn as possible.
Okay. Then, this is a real card that is good.
That is good.
Yeah.
I'd say it's good. Yeah. And it's real.
Alright.
I'd say it's good because it allows you to target the monster from either player's graveyard and put it onto the field and special summon it. So it's not counting as a summon. It's not coming in defense or attack.
Okay.
It's just coming whatever you want it and you're special summoning it. I say it's good personally.
Okay. So is this a card that you see a lot in like tournaments or stuff? Or
I'm not familiar with the tournament scene, but like in our play group, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's a good card in your play group.
I use it a lot.
Okay.
Our play group I think used it a fair bit. The next card, very similar. It's called Call of the Haunted. I'm going to read this one to you because it's a little bit more font here, a little smaller. Select one monster from your graveyard and special summon it in face-up attack position. When this card is removed from the field, destroy the monster. This card being the Call of the Haunted. When the monster is destroyed, destroy this card.
I'm going to say this card. Can you go back to the other card by chance?
The Monster Reborn?
Yeah. And now go forward? This card's fake.
This card's fake.
Yeah.
And do you think it's a bad fake, a good fake? Like,
if it was a real card, I think it would be good, admittedly.
Okay. It's a real card. And I don't think it's a bad card because it gets a lot of play. I think personally, I prefer Monster Reborn over this.
Okay. Because
this stays on the field and can be targeted as a trap, destroying the monster without the monster ever being destroyed.
So it makes your monster easier to be killed.
Exactly.
I get that. All right.
It's more vulnerable that way, in my opinion. And like I said, this has to be face-up attack position, where like when you special summon, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. Classic. D-Boys. That's D-B-O-Y-Z. It's a fiend with a flip effect. So when you play it, you want to play it face down, and if it gets flipped up, you can then special summon any number of D-Boys from your deck in face-up attack position. Then you take 1,000 damage for each monster special summoned by this effect. It has 100 attack and 1,000 defense.
This is a fake card.
This is a fake card?
Yeah.
God, I wish it's real.
Oh my. D-Boys.
Do you think it's good or bad?
This is bad.
This is bad, admittedly, because D-Boys isn't good on its own. And then when you can just bring them in and pay 1,000 life points, it's not amazing.
Yeah.
It's not amazing.
Okay. All right.
It would be a little better if instead of in face-up attack position, they came in face-up defense position. So that way when they got attacked, you didn't lose life points. But they only have 100 attack. So if they're getting attacked, you're losing life points because of that too. With the 1,000 defense, at least you'd have a little bit of defense. Real card. The art's a little cheesy.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was fake.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so this is a combo pairing.
Whew.
There's a lot to read here, so I'm going to just pick up my phone here and read for you.
Okay.
The creature card is Traveler of the Heavens. You can banish this card from your graveyard and add one Traveler of the Heavens from your deck to your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one Scroll of the Heavens, which is going to be our spell card here, from your deck to your hand, and you can only use one Traveler of the Heavens effect once per turn, and only once that turn. The attack is 1,400, the defense is also 1,400. The Scroll of the Heavens, which is what's brought out by the effect of Traveler of the Heavens. When this card is activated, add one Traveler of the Heavens from your deck or graveyard to your hand. During the turn they are special summoned, XYZ monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects or be tributed. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, XYZ summon one light monster by using light monster you control as XYZ material. And that just explains XYZ. So do you want me to explain XYZ to you? Or?
No, it's fine.
Okay. And then you can only activate one scroll of the heavens per turn.
Okay.
And like I said, this is a creature and a spell combo, kind of. Because like I said, you kind of bring this out with the creature.
First things first, I'm going to say... I'm not going to say if it's real or fake yet.
Okay.
I'm going to say this does seem good. Is this a good card? Because it's like a combo card?
Okay, I'd say it's not bad, it's not good, it's okay.
Okay.
Because of the effects of the XYZ thing. If you run an XYZ deck, that could be very useful.
Okay.
So it has its uses. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say it's amazing.
Now here's good or fake. Here's what I'm going to say. A, I notice that the wizard in Scroll of the Heavens is the same wizard in Traveler of the Heavens, which means that it was done by the same artist, most likely.
Okay.
You can very clearly see it's the same. However, if we take a look down at the bottom left corner of each card, we see the number 0316498.
Okay.
Which is the same number on both cards.
Admittedly, I don't know what that number means even.
But why would it be the same? Go back a card. 792799397. Go back one more.
They all the same date too, and I know these cards aren't all from the same set, so I don't really understand. I don't know what anything on the bottom of the card means.
No worries. Oh, that's what I've been looking at most of the time to see. But okay, but it's the same number. Why would it be the same number on two cards?
I have no, like I said, I don't know what any of that stuff at the bottom means.
Is it the same because they interact with each other? These are
Thoughts of a madman.
These are fake cards. No, because it's the same wizard. These are fake. These are real cards.
These are real cards?
These are real
is this
cards.
you've gone back and forth a lot here in your thought process. Yeah. Is this your final answer?
This is my final answer. These are real cards.
Unfortunately, they're not. These are fakes.
Oh.
These are fake cards created off of the subreddit custom YuGiOh cards.
Damn.
They're good fakes.
Really good.
They're really good fakes.
Because, yeah, that is the same wizard.
Yeah. So I'm sure if I went back on the post, you could probably get the links for the arts and stuff. Which, you know, if you want to look through the subreddit... I
imagine whoever made the cards made the arts, right?
I'm not 100% sure. Some of them, yes. And then some of them, like I said, one of the cards is a magic card art. So.
Well, I'm just saying for this one specifically, because it's the same guy. So
yeah,
he's probably like an artist that also does Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's possible, yeah.
That same number in the bottom corner should have gave it away then. Damn. Because I know whoever made these cards probably just didn't bother changing that number.
Probably. You're probably right. And you made me sweat a little bit when you started pointing that out. I'm like...
Dang.
Genuinely, I don't know what that means, but genuinely that, like you said, should have gave it away.
Yeah. Dang.
Alright, let's go on to our next card here. Foolish Burial. It's a spell card, and you get to send one monster from your deck to the graveyard.
This is a real card.
This is a real card. Is it a good card, though, or is it a bad card?
This is a good card.
It's a fairly good card, yeah. It's a real card. It's a fairly good card. There are other cards on the Foolish set, such as Extra Foolish Burial, which allows you to take from your extra deck and put in the graveyard. Okay. This is good because of the first two cards we just looked at.
Yeah, exactly.
Monster Reborn and Call the Haunted.
Lets them be easily... There's a legendary card I have in my Nethril deck, which is Magic the Gathering. That is literally the same thing. It's like Unmarked Grave. It's search your library for a creature card, put it into your graveyard. And it's a good card. Yeah,
it's very good because the easy way to cheat things out in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just put it in the graveyard and you can get it later.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Awesome.
Easy one.
Easy peasy. Let's go on to the next one. The Swords of Revealing Light. Flip all monsters your opponent controls face up, and this card remains on the field for 3 of your opponent's turns. While this card is face up on the field, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack. I missed the spell card, sorry.
It's like targets flipped cards.
So like, you can put face down cards and then have them flipped up. It doesn't, like in those 3 turns, the opponent could put down face down cards.
Oh, okay.
Just judging by that wording. Like, yeah, all it does in the beginning is flip them. The more important thing from, I think, the sentence here is monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack. Probably more important because you get 3 turns of safety.
This card. This field 3. Yeah, this card. You know what? This card is real.
This card's real.
Yep.
And is it real good or real bad?
This card is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Like I said, you get 3 turns of safety, and it's real.
It's kind of like Magic's Or Yu-Gi-Oh's original like propaganda in a way, right? So don't attack me spell.
I suppose, yeah.
Sense?
Propaganda lasts a lot longer than 3 turns, but
That's fair.
yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, and it is real.
It is real.
Nice. Shout out to Israel, man.
Yeah, love them. They gotta be listening, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, the next little fella here is our weather report. He's an aqua creature. He has 950 attack, 1,500 defense, and his effect is a flip effect also. Destroy all of your opponent's face-up Swords of Revealing Light cards on the field. If Swords of Revealing Light is destroyed, you can perform your battle phase twice this turn for your next turn, if activated during your opponent's turn. Was the in brackets bit.
This is a real card.
This is a real card?
Yep.
And do you think this is a real good card or a real bad
This is
card?
a real good card.
This is a situationally good card, admittedly, because you have to have the Swords of Revealing Light in your opponent's deck. And it's a real card. It's a real card.
It is real? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
What made you think this one was more real than
The art.
the art?
Yeah.
This art looks more real than the past.
This, I remember the YuGiOh cards, they have weird backgrounds, and this art is a weirder background.
All right.
So, yeah, as soon as I saw that, I knew this little boy was real. Who's, you know Roly Poly Oly?
Yeah.
For our listeners at home, think of Roly Poly Oly holding a umbrella and farting.
And he's on like the Japanese sandals with like the stilts on them, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good art. Cute little fella. On to the
card.
next one.
Yeah, on the next one.
All right.
This is a fake card.
This is a fake card.
Yeah.
Well, let me read everything up for the viewers or the listeners rather, not the viewers.
That's a zombie?
This is Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It's a zombie tuner card with 0 attack but 1800 defense. To read this because it is in small print here. When a card or effect is activated that includes any of these quick effects, you can discard this card and negate that effect. Add a card from the deck to the hand, special summon from the deck, send a card from the deck to the graveyard. And you can only use this effect of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring once per turn. So essentially, just to recap what that means, if Ash Blossom's in your hand and your opponent either adds a card from the deck to the hand, special summons from the deck, or sends a card from the deck to the graveyard due to an effect, you can then use Ash Blossom, discard it, and then negate that effect.
Okay.
It's a lot of
like a
wording.
counterspell?
Yeah, it's like a counterspell that stays in your hand.
Okay.
Because most things have to be on the field in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. This is a good card. But it's fake.
It's a good card, but it's fake.
Yeah.
It's a good card, but it's real.
God damn.
Yeah, it's a pretty meta card.
Yeah.
It's kind of like there's this new meta that's based off of this card and a few other cards where it's just called hand traps, where you play most of the cards in your the game in your hand instead of on the field, even though Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh is a field game.
So this reminds me of Magic's version, Force of Will, which is just a 0-mana counter spell.
Yeah,
So like no one ever.
very similar. Yeah, because clearly by the attack they don't want this on the field.
Yeah.
It's only got a high defense in case it's ever needed on the field. You ready for the next one?
Yep.
Uh-oh. We got some lag here.
This is a real card, and it's actually pretty good.
Hang on one sec, viewers. For some reason we're lagging. I'm not sure what happened there. Just keep talking to the fans for a
So
second.
when I woke up today, it was 1:49, and I went on TikTok, and I watched some videos. Then I left my room. I went to the bathroom, which I noticed was a closed door, so I knew someone was in there. I said, "Do you have your phone on you?" He replied, "Yes, I do." And I said, "What time is it?" And he said, "It is now 1:59. I told him, "I'm sorry, man. When I went to bed last night, I told you I would be up at 2, so I'm going to go back to bed." So I went, laid down, got up 1 minute later, went back to the bathroom, which Bush was still inside. I said, "What time is it now?" He said 2, and I was like, "All right, I'm up." True story.
Sorry about the little delay there.
No worries.
Wes gave us a beautiful recap of his morning while I was setting up another way to get the
I clapped.
cards.
I just realized I clapped.
You did.
I did, yeah.
Clap some cheeks. The next card on our list is another spell card.
It's also a fake card.
It's also a fake card, Wes thinks.
It's a fake card.
It's Polymerization. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as the fusion material. You think this is
It's a fake ass card.
a fake ass card? You seem very confident. Can you explain your process here?
Again, sorry listeners, but viewers, you'll notice that the art cut off. The top of the jack-o'-lantern guy's head there is cut off, and the dragon's left foot there is cut off, And I refuse to believe that they hired an artist to draw this and then didn't put his full art in there. That'd be stupid. So this is a fake card.
All right, if it was real, do you think it'd be good or bad?
It would be... Fusion Summon... It'd be a good card.
All right, this is real.
Damn.
It is one of the most important cards in the fusion deck because it's the only way to create fusion cards. You need this and the fusion materials to make the thing. That is not the first artwork, but it is very much real artwork.
That sucks. That's horrible. I always hear people say that Magic the Gathering has better artwork, but like that is horrible.
Yeah, it's not amazing. I can show you the real...
Because you know what I mean? Like they cut off a lot of the art.
Yeah, I can show you the first art of this later, but I don't have it in this slide. Yeah. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, this one. I didn't get a very good image of this. It's a little blurry, but it's called Gift Card. It's a trap card, and it gives your opponent 3,000 life points. That's all it does.
Now, is there some effect in Magic where if you have so much life you lose the game? Or I mean in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I'm pretty sure there's some way to do that, yeah. Like, it's a very niche thing.
This is a real card.
Okay.
But it's bad.
It is, in fact, not great. But it is also a real card.
Alright.
Like I said, it's not as popular as it is in Magic, but like, yeah, there's some effects where like card effects require you to have less life than your opponent or something like that, so you might need to boost their life to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's overall not amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
And the art's kind of blurry as well, even on the real card.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You ready for the next one?
Yep.
Hungry Burger. It's our first ritual card. It's a warrior with 2,000 attack and 1,850 defense. This monster can only be ritual summoned with the ritual spell card Hamburger Recipe. And you must also tribute monsters whose total levels equal 6 or more from the field or your hand. So just the ritual cast cost. Yeah, it's just basically a normal ritual card with 2,000 attack and 1,850 defense. What are you thinking?
This is a good card.
This is a good card?
Yeah.
But do you think it's real or fake?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake?
Yep.
Why is that?
Couple things. A, if it was real, I feel like you would have had the hamburger recipe card also up. The Japanese flag in the top of the burger, I don't think they would put that there. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes place in Egypt, right?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
And, also, this burger could have been a lot of things. One thing I would not class it is a warrior.
No.
Beast, monster.
Well, technically all the cards are monsters.
Oh, well, some. I wouldn't have gave it a warrior class. Those are my 3 points.
So you think it's fake, but you think it's good.
Yeah.
Alright. It is indeed real.
Damn. Alright.
Hamburger Recipe is a real card as well.
Damn.
The real way to ritual summon. Not great.
Not great?
Just because it's one of a few ritual cards where like it doesn't have an effect as well.
Oh, okay.
But like it's not horrible. It's a 6-star.
I feel like if I got in the Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a card I'd be interested in.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Oh!
Like for you.
Oh, okay.
Because you love hamburgers. Like that's
yeah.
your pastime is making
like
and eating hamburgers.
That's true.
But yeah, this is all real artwork.
I have a problem.
They really chose that this was a warrior.
Damn. The Japanese flag too. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not I think most of the game is most of the first series is like in Egypt, but I think maybe later it veers into like Japan and stuff as well. I don't really fully know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And can I also say another thing that why I thought it was fake?
Yeah.
It's missing the number down in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, that's fair too. Again, I don't know what the
all
numbers
signs are pointing to fake.
I don't know what the numbers mean.
They gotta mean something. What do the numbers mean, Mason? What do they mean?
Are you ready for the next card?
Yeah.
Alright, it is called YuGiOh Friendship. It's a spell card, a limited edition spell card where you offer your opponent a handshake, and if they accept your handshake, each player's life points become half the combined life points of both players. If you have unity in your hand and show it to your opponent, they must accept the handshake.
Can I ask a couple questions?
Certainly.
A, what does limited edition mean?
Like a special edition.
Okay.
It's not like a...
So this is this... And does Yu-Gi-Oh! Have, like, unset things as well?
This would be as close as it would get to, like, an unset kind of thing.
But, like, you could play this in a tournament, technically, if you wanted to?
I don't know if it would be banned or not, like, depending on the ban list, of course.
Oh, okay. This is a good card.
This is a good card.
Yeah. No, it's not.
But
it's
is
a bad
it real
card.
or fake?
It's a bad card because they can decline your handshake, so then you're down a card. You don't want to be down a card in Yu-Gi-Oh. But this is real.
This is real.
Yeah.
It is real.
Oh, shout out to Israel, man. They're great.
So one of
Great
only,
country.
I believe, the wiki said 3 cards with the actual anime characters on them.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a limited edition thing. Like I said, it's similar to like the unsets. I doubt it's tournament legal, if I'm going to be honest, but maybe. And yeah, it's not good. Just not good. Yeah, there's no like real. It's just not good.
I mean, you lose half your life, but says your opponent.
Yeah.
Alright, dang. So that's another one I got right. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
On to the next one. Alright, this is a class act here. His name is Jinzo. He's a machine card. He's got 2400 attack, 1500 defense, and he has an effect here where trap cards and their effects on the field cannot be activated. Negate all trap effects on the field.
So,
Good crack.
alright. This is a real good card.
This is a real good card.
Yep.
Alright, and let me into your line of thinking here.
So, A, that number's back. Bottom left number.
The number was actually on the YuGiOh card as well.
Oh, I didn't even notice. The reason I think this is real, honestly, is right there. Speed Duel. I noticed the last real card that said Speed Duel. Sorry. Let me rephrase. Rewind the tape. The last card that said Speed Duel was real.
Okay. Is there anything else that like...
It just looks like it looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
It looks like
When
a
I think of a
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh card.
And you said you think this is good.
I think it's good.
Explain why you think it's good, if you have any real...
I know traps are a big part of the game. It would be like, to me, thinking about this magic-wise, it'd be like if you had a creature that said, you know, players can't cast instant spells for as long as this is on the board or something like that. You know what I mean?
So, A, it is real.
Shout
Again,
out to Israel.
shout out to
Shout
Israel.
out to Israel.
B, it is good if you've built your deck around it. Because much
You
like...
don't want traps in your own.
Yes, because much like we said, it's players. So, like, nobody can use trap cards,
Yeah.
even yourself. So it'd be like if you couldn't use instants in Magic because of the effect.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, there's decks in Magic that do that.
Yeah.
Orborg the Unbound or something like that. He's just like, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 6 damage to like the player or whatever. So those decks, they just don't run non-creature spells.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And Jinzo's one of the ones that I have that I was like, it can be good, it can be bad. It really depends on how you build your deck.
Okay.
Alright, are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This one is the Humble Sentry. That's Sentry with an S, by the way. It's a spell card, and you have to then reveal your hand, choose one card, and shuffle it into the deck.
Okay. This is a real card,
Okay.
and I think it's bad.
It is a real card, and it's not that great. When I was looking into it, the only real way you'd want to use this card that I can think of is if you're about to use a discard your hand effect, but you want to keep this card like in your deck kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean, that would be the only use
So you get
for
to,
it.
like, protect a card from... Okay.
Yeah. But aside from that, not amazing.
Yeah.
Not amazing. You're right.
And is there, like, instant speeds and stuff? So, like, if an opponent made you discard, could you play this to save something?
No. So the only instant speeds are like Ash Blossom from earlier,
Oh, right.
when it says like you can use it in a response to something.
Okay. I like the art, though.
You do.
That is a good one.
Is this like one of your favorite arts so far?
Probably. That guy wearing fishnets looks pretty nice.
Okay. I think it's supposed to be chainmail.
Yeah, but it looks like fishnets. If they
Kinda,
wanted
yeah.
to be chainmail, they should have drew it better.
Kind of, yeah. Alright, let's go on to the next card. The next card is this young little lad, the Inexperienced Spy. Select and see one card in your opponent's hand. This is a spell card.
Fake.
Fake?
Fake card.
Do you think it would be bad or good? Or yeah,
Can I ask you a question?
certainly.
Are looking into opponents' hands, is that a common effect in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I wouldn't say super common, no.
Then this is bad.
Okay. And why do you think it's fake? Let's go back to that.
Because it's a spell card, but the art is very clearly a creature. So my train of thought here is that that is a creature card somewhere else,
Okay.
but someone just kind of screen capped it and then put it into there. Also, the background of this guy, very clearly red. That's the colors I'm getting. That's the vibes I'm getting.
Okay.
But it's a green card.
Okay.
I feel like this is a red creature that someone took the art from and made this card.
All right.
Final answer.
He's not correct.
God damn
This
it.
is a real card, and it's not really good. So he's correct on the bad part, but it's a real card.
The backgrounds don't match.
I know.
That's a horrible card. Like, visually, that looks horrible. And why is it a creature card on a spell?
He's just the inexperienced spy. He's not very good at his job, clearly, and he's just helping you out. You know, if he was good at his job, he'd show you the whole hand, right?
Yeah.
The only way that this could come in handy is if you're worried about your opponent having one card in their hand, like an Ash Blossom or something, and you want to see to make sure before you attack or do something stupid.
Yeah.
It's the only way. But he's more useful if it was things on the face down trap or spell you could see. So not super useful. On to the next one though. Chaos Void Dragon. He's a dragon card with 3,000 attack, 2,700 defense. He is an 8-star monster, so he does require some tributes to get in there. And he does have quite an effect, so let me just see if I can read this here. You can special summon this monster from your hand by banishing one or more monsters from your graveyard that levels add up to this monster's level. If it is special summoned this way, you can draw a card. If a spell or trap card is activated by your opponent, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard to negate the activation and destroy it. And if it does, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards for the rest of this turn.
Couple things. A, you know what I'm getting magic-wise vibes from this?
Yeah.
Kozilek the Great Distortion.
Oh.
Because he has a very similar counter throwaway card. Hey? However, yeah, so I think this is a good card. I'm start right there.
Okay.
This is a good card.
Good card.
But it's fake.
But it's fake.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because the art looks cool.
The complete opposite direction of all the other fakes you've said so far.
Yes, but like, see, this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh art. I've seen dragons in Yu-Gi-Oh, and they don't look this cool.
Alright, so you think it's a good card, but not a real card.
Exactly.
And I am here to tell you, you're 100% correct.
Alright, well, let's go. Let's go. Plus, who's going to make a fake card and make it bad, you know what I mean?
I mean, I guess. We'll see.
We'll see.
Alright, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
I mean, there's one other thing I'll point out here. This is one that does have something that should give it away as a fake card as well.
The weird thing down there, from your graveyard, that levels add up to this monster?
Well, that's some spelling mistake, but that is semi-common in YuGiOh because of the Japanese translations. However, down at the bottom right, 2015 Get Junked Mate.
Didn't even see that.
Is the copyright on it.
Didn't even see that. Dang.
Alright, are we ready for the next one?
Get junked, mate. Yeah.
It is your homeboy, the Master of Oz. This is our first fusion card. The fusion materials here is Big Koala plus Des Kangaroo. It is 4,200 attack and 37 defense.
This is a good card.
Okay, but is it real or fake?
It's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
What leads you to believe these things?
Because the art looks like if I took a koala and a kangaroo and I put them together.
That's good. That's
And I
what.
feel like someone just doesn't have that art in their back pocket.
Maybe
You know what I
somebody
mean?
drew it, fan art.
Can't imagine they did.
Well, somebody at some point definitely drew it.
But they drew it in mind of it being a koala and a kangaroo together. This is a good, real card. Final answer, Jeff.
Okay. This is indeed a real card. I'd say it's not horrible. It's pretty high attack. Pretty. Yeah, the only way you could say it's not great is now in the Yu-Gi-Oh meta, anything that doesn't have an effect isn't really great anymore. But I would say this is still not a bad card. Just because, it's beef. Beefy beef.
It's a beefy boy!
For those who don't get to see the picture, it is a koala top half and a kangaroo bottom half, green with boxing gloves.
Yeah.
And
McDonald's shoes.
and a heavyweight champion. And it looks like, Ronald McDonald shoes, because I assume the kangaroo's feet are large, right?
Yeah. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, we love you, you know?
We do. You should definitely just check us on YouTube as well. Let's keep an eye out for this next card.
Oh, dude,
Which
that transition.
Is another classic, obviously, Kuribo. He's a fiend with 300 attack and 200 defense. During damage calculation, if your opponent's monster attacks, you can then discard this card and you take no battle damage from that effect.
This is a real card,
Okay.
and it's good.
And it's good.
Yeah.
What leads you to believe these things?
The real card comes from... hey, let me describe the art to the listeners.
Okay. I would love to hear your
In the
description.
movie, cult classic Barnyard, there's a scene in the barn where the cows and barn animals are all dancing to the song. They kick over this box, and this little hairy ball comes out and starts dancing around and goes crazy. They screen capped that creature from that movie, and they put it in a YuGiOh card. They're all like,
I remember the dancing,
stomping their feet.
and I remember the stomping of the feet, but I don't remember this
You
furry
don't remember
thing.
the little ball,
No.
the little hairy ball?
I don't remember the little fluff ball.
Dude, I know what we're watching.
Does he have like the dinosaur arms?
He has like the hands and feet. But I don't remember what they look like. I
So
think
for
they're a rat
Kuribo here, it's like dinosaur arms for some reason. I don't really know
and
why.
Pac-Man eyes.
And Pac-Man eyes, yeah, that's another distinguishing feature.
Anyway, also the fact that you said Kuribo
Okay,
let me know that it was real right away.
why is that?
Because I look at that and you pulled that card up. I was like, how the hell do you pronounce that word? And then it just flew off your tongue seamlessly. So I was like, oh, he's heard this before. This was not a Kuribo, you know?
That's close.
It was a Kuribo.
That's fair. That's on me then, I guess. It is a real card.
Yeah!
And yeah, it's the first ever hand trap card we had. It was,
Nice.
yeah, it was the meta. It was good. There are millions of different types of Kuribos at this point because they're just that popular.
Yeah. So it's like Pokemon Unknowns.
Kind of, yeah. In the anime, it was more of like Yugi's pet card. Like he knew it wasn't a great card, but he had it in his deck.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We all do that every once in a while.
Yeah.
You do it with Spellbook.
Exactly. All right, this is our next creature here is Lava Golem. He's a fiend. He's got 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. And the effect here is it cannot be normal summoned or set. It must first be special summoned from your hand to your opponent's field by attributing 2 monsters they control. You cannot normal summon / set the turn you special summon this card, and once per turn during your standby phase, take 1,000 damage.
This card is real.
Okay, but is it good or bad?
It's bad.
It's bad?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I see a lot of stars up there, which means that this card is harder to cast. Plus, the effect down there that you just read off.
So, yes, from the effect, you don't tribute your own creatures. You tribute your opponent's creatures and give this to your opponent.
Oh, and then
And then
overturn, they take 1,000 damage.
Yes.
So if they get a 3,000 to 5,000.
Yes, exactly. Sorry.
Hey, you know what? This is a good card.
And you think it's real?
I think it's real.
Is there anything that stands out here that makes you feel like it's real? I suppose I should ask.
The art looks lame.
It looks real.
No, the art looks bad. Sorry, can't use lame anymore.
Right.
Lame is actually a bad word.
Well, I'm here to tell you this is in fact a real card.
Ah, shut up, Israel.
And I would personally say it is in the middle. It can be useful. It could be not useful.
It looks like it's a fun card.
It looks, yeah, exactly.
It's a fun card.
Exactly. It's fun. Fun doesn't always mean good or bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They can't
This is a
see
good card.
this.
Or this is a real card, sorry. This
Why
is
is
a real
that?
card. Because that's a weird little gremlin holding Pot of Greed.
Yeah. That's Pot of Greed. Yeah, you're right. All right, this card is called Jar Robber, and you can only activate this card when Pot of Greed is activated. Negate the effect of Pot of Greed and draw 1 card from your deck.
Oh, so they literally made a counter for Pot of Greed.
Maybe.
That's funny.
Somebody did. Was it Konami or was it a random person?
This is a real card.
This is a real card?
Yeah, and it's good.
And it's good.
Yeah.
This is a real card. I agree. However, due to the banning of Pot of Greed, not a good card.
Dang.
You'd
But this
have-
was good when it was made.
It would have been good when it was legal and made
because
because
I remember
everybody
that being a problem. that
everybody
Pot of
would
Greed.
have had Pot of Greed in their deck.
Yeah.
However, now that it's banned, you have to it has to be a home style game, and you have to be like, hey, I have Pot of Greed, and they have to agree to it kind of thing.
God damn it.
So good at the time, not good anymore.
Yeah. And is that a skeleton chef in the background?
I don't know. The card's too blurry, I guess, for me to see. So
God damn it. Be better, Yu-Gi-Oh. Are you surprised I knew that was Pot of Greed, by the way?
I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah, that's a very popular card. And that's a very popular card, so.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're going to take another quick second here. West Warrior's going to tell you what he's had to eat today.
Today, so far, I've eaten Orville Redenbacher's popcorn. The pre-popped stuff that you get in the bag. I got the sweet kettle corn flavor, I think it's called. It's been pretty good. Admittedly, I think I like the movie theater butter version more, but I was feeling adventurous last night when I bought the bag, so I wanted to try it. I've also had one ice cap. Don't really know who considers that as eating. Some people would argue that I drank it. I would also say I drank it, but if someone told me that I ate an ice cap, I wouldn't necessarily fight them on it.
Do you prefer the pre-popped or like the microwave popcorn?
Orville Redenbacher, I prefer their pre-popped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
They don't have good popcorn. I don't like their popcorn. You know what I mean? Where you pop it?
Okay.
Orville Redenbacher.
Is there a reason, or is it just not great?
I just don't like it. I just really don't like their popcorn. However, my favorite popcorn in the world has to go to Act 2, the blue box.
The blue box, yeah.
Which they don't make pre-popped popcorn. So it being my favorite and it being popcorn is pretty good.
And you like the extra butter?
The extra butter.
The extra butter.
Yes.
Wow.
Because admittedly, their butter has no butter. I've never had their no butter option, but I can't imagine. I don't know what that is. Do they piss in it, or what do they do? You know what I mean? Because their butter has no butter, so their no butter must be like weird. I don't think. Has there been anything else I ate today? I don't think I ate anything else today.
I don't think so.
And I've had half a water.
Not even. Alright, the next card here is called Mimicking Man Eater Bug. It is a 450 attack, 600 defense insect card with a flip effect. When it flips, you can target one monster on the field and destroy it. And if you do, this card then gains attack equal to that monster's original attack. Then you can change this card's card type to that monster's original type. This cannot be destroyed by battle, cannot be destroyed by the effects of monsters with the same type.
This is a real card.
Okay. Real
Bad.
Real bad?
It's a real bad card.
And what makes you think that combination?
You read a lot of words, and nothing really jumped out at me. Like, oh, I would play this. You know what I mean? Like, and insects. You know, Magic the Gathering has insects, and they're not one of the top tribes. Can't imagine they are in Yu-Gi-Oh either. So I don't think it's a good card. 450 and 600 doesn't seem worth it to me necessarily, but I think it's real. Because down there, the copyright claim is 2022, studio something, and then a bunch of like weird words I can't really read, but I've seen those before on other cards.
Yeah, so it says down the bottom right, 2020 Studio Dice / the Japanese word for their studio, and TV Tokyo Konami.
Yeah. This is a real card.
This is a real card. He's right.
Let's go. Say it. This card is...
I would say, personally, I think it's a good card.
God damn it.
It's an improvement on a previous card they had called Man Eater Bug, which that card was just flip and destroy one monster. Because this
Mimicking Man Eater Bug?
Well, it's Mimicking Man Eater because, if you remember the effect, when you destroy that card, you get their attack and defense, and you get their card type. So if your opponent's playing things like, say, a mountain, which buffs everything of that card type on the field, you get the buffs from that. And then there's even more stuff. It cannot be destroyed by battle, and it cannot be destroyed by the effects of monsters with the same type. So if your opponent is playing like a tribal deck, you can't destroy it basically unless you use spell or traps.
That's fair. That's fair. I think I blanked on that. I think when you read that part, I was trying to read the bottom. Yeah.
Gotcha. Damn. You're trying to focus on the other stuff.
Yeah.
Again, maybe other people might not like. When I'm saying good or bad, it's pretty much opinion. It's an opinion.
Yeah. No, but I mean, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, your opinion's like the only one I hear, so I trust your opinion.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No worries.
I appreciate that a lot.
No worries.
I'm not that great.
Ah.
Well, not with new stuff. Are you ready for the next one? I think it's gonna work.
I am ready for the next one.
Oh, it did work. Look at that. This is...
Oh, wait. Pause. Go back real quick so I don't have to look at that. Okay. I forget what I was going to say. That took me out of my train of thought. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, right. I was going to ask. Has the magic card come up yet? Have I passed the magic card?
No. I'll let you know when you do.
Okay. Oh, my gosh.
What?
I'm ready for the furry porn.
Alright, the next one. Again, furry porn is a hyperbole. There is no sexual...
I mean, it's furries, though.
There's nothing...
I mean,
no penises or vaginas or breasts on
there
here.
There doesn't need to be.
Just to make sure we're still representing for our semi-PG audience. So anyways, this is Shalogun, the powerful Shogun for hire.
If I was a furry, I would get off in this art.
And as well, the for hire is actually fur hire, fur being F-U-R. It is a Beast Warrior card with 2750 attack and 2350 defense. This does have a lot to read. So, this card is special summoned. If this card is special summoned, sorry, you can send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard, and then add one card for hire from your deck or your graveyard to your hand. And if you do, deal 300 damage to your opponent for each monster for hire you control. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can destroy one card your opponent controls during the end phase. You can either special summon or add to your hand one monster for hire from your graveyard, or, from your deck or graveyard, except Shalogun, the powerful Shogun for hire. Sorry, I made a few stumbles there. That is just a lot to read, and I'm a little dyslexic.
I will say, the sheath that he is pulling the katana out of is fur, and that's funny.
It is, yeah.
Anyway, so this is a good card. No doubt in my mind this is a good card.
In the reality of the world, you have to assume that sheath is probably somebody's tail.
That's true. Unfortunately, this is a fake card.
Why is that?
Because it is literally furry. Like, don't want to... Full disclosure, sorry if you're... I don't think we have a PG audience. This is furry porn. Someone drew this while wanking themselves.
While wanking themselves?
Yes.
Wow. So you think it's a good card, but a fake card?
It's a fake card. Great card, but it's a fake card. If this is real... This changed my opinion on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Admittedly, I purposely didn't choose any sexually based cards. Mm-hmm. So I can show you some that might change your opinion on Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, it's fake ones. I mean, people have fake porn magic cards. You know?
I meant real ones. Oh. But this Shogun for hire. Mm-hmm. This fella, he's fake.
Thank God.
The for hire has real cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! They're just like animals, like rabbits or what have you, and they have a job that they do for hire. Okay. So it is an archetype, however, not a well-supported archetype. Mm. So when I found
this guy wanted like a commander for that archetype.
This guy was trying to fix the archetype, so he had more than just this one, but this was like the best one that I saw that looked the realest. This card would probably be
fake pretty quick.
This would probably be pretty good if you had more for hire support. Yeah. But because we don't, it's probably not that great. It is a pretty strong card, admittedly, for 7 stars. I think that is, yeah, 7 stars. So not bad, not great, not real, but fake.
Shout out to Pakistan. What? Because it's not real.
Okay.
Whenever we shout out Israel, now we're shouting out Pakistan because it's not real.
Gotcha.
And they're like at war.
Are you ready for the next one?
Can I just? Yeah, we're good.
That is a dude.
That don't matter to the furry community. Oh,
this one's a lot blurry, and I genuinely apologize for that. It's called Arcane Legal Counsel. It's a spellcaster with 500 attack and 1500 defense. When this card is normal summon, pay life points, so LP, in multiples of 500 up to 2000. And if you do, place a lawyer counter onto this card for every 500 life points paid. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can remove one lawyer counter from this card, and if you do, negate that effect. If this card is destroyed, gain 250 life points for every lawyer counter still on this card. So it's like a way to counter spells, and if it dies before you get to counter spells, you just get some of your hard spent life points back.
This is a fake card.
Excuse me, and why is that?
There's no copyright down on the bottom.
There's no copyright down the bottom. Admittedly, sorry, it is kind of cut off.
I see that it is cut off, but I would still be seeing like the little tips of letters. You know what I mean? The little
I suppose, tips. Yeah. All right, but do you think it's good or bad?
Yeah, it's a good card.
It is a good card. Yeah. Yeah, it's fake. And I'd say it's fairly good. There's not a lot of things that do that give you like negate counters essentially. So it's pretty good.
So is there like lawyer counters? Is that a real thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I think they were just going for that for flavor of the thing.
Oh, okay.
As well, this is our magic card. This art is...
Oh!
I think it's for a card called Rules Lawyer, I'm pretty sure.
Huh. That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, I never would have recognized that. I didn't know that card. Damn.
And it is from the unsanctioned set, so like I said, I didn't fully expect you to...
I don't play unsanctioned. Unsanctioned's for other people.
Yeah. Other people. I'm gonna double check, but I think that was our last card as well.
Oh!
It was. Look at that.
Alright.
It's time to